The house had too many rooms. That was what Daniel loved about it when they first moved in the high ceilings, the winding corridors, the wide staircase. It groaned like it was clearing its throat. His wife, Claire, had laughed and said it was perfect for hide and seek. On the night it happened, the rain tapped against the tall windows, and the power flickered just once before settling. The old house seemed to inhale. "Count to 30, Claire called, already running down the hallway, her blonde hair flashing past the doorway. Daniel covered his eyes with the kids Elliot and May pressed against his sides. 1, 2, 3. Their voices echoed strangely, swallowed by the cavernous entryway. When they reached 30, they scattered. The kids tore upstairs, shrieking and giggling, throwing open wardrobe doors. Daniel checked the dining room first, then the study. "Claire?" he called playfully. "We're coming." In the sitting room, something made him pause. Behind the old velvet couch, just barely visible beneath the hem, was the tip of a shoe. Her shoe. The beige flat she'd been wearing all evening. He smiled. "I see you." No answer. He walked around the couch. Nothing. The space behind it was empty, bare floorboards, dust, and the faint smell of old wood. No Claire, no shoe. He frowned and stepped back. The shoe was gone. A thud upstairs, followed by the children laughing. He forced a chuckle and climbed the stairs 2 at a time. In the master bedroom, the duvet on the bed bulged in the unmistakable shape of a body. A long, human-sized mound, shoulders and knees clearly defined. Daniel grinned. "Kids," he whispered. "I found her." Elliot and May scrambled onto the mattress. "Got you," they yelled, yanking the duvet away. The blankets collapsed flat. There was no one there. The children's laughter faltered. Daniel's smile felt stiff now. "Okay, very funny." They searched every closet, every bathroom, every corner of the attic. The house creaked around them. The rain grew heavier. After nearly an hour, the kids' excitement had dissolved into confusion. "Dad," May said quietly, "where is Mum?" Daniel forced cheer into his voice. "She's just hiding really well." But his pulse was beginning to pound in his ears. "Claire," he shouted down the staircase. "Game's over. You win. Come out now." Silence. Then a soft creak from below. The basement door at the end of the hallway stood open. Daniel was certain he had closed it earlier. He walked toward it slowly. The air near the doorway felt colder, damp. The smell of earth and old concrete drifted up from the darkness. He exhaled. Of course, she was waiting to jump out. He yanked the door fully open. Nice try. No one stood behind it. He peered down the wooden steps. A single dim bulb hung from the ceiling in the center of the basement, casting a weak yellow circle of light. The corners dissolved into shadow. "Claire?" His voice sounded smaller now. At the base of the stairs, tucked beneath them where the ceiling sloped low, he saw it. A shape, pale, a head, blonde hair spilling forward. He felt a rush of relief. "Aha, got you?" The head didn't move. He started down the steps, each one groaning under his weight. The bulb swayed slightly, making shadows stretch and recoil along the walls. "I'm going to scare you instead," he murmured. Halfway down, he could see more clearly. There was no body, just the suggestion of one outline formed by shadow and darkness. He reached the bottom. The space under the stairs was empty. The blonde hair was nothing but a coil of old rope. Daniel's breath came faster. Then he saw it. In the far corner of the basement, near the stacked boxes of Christmas decorations, something stood. Tall, still, the shape was wrung too thin, too elongated. "Claire," he called, his voice trembling despite himself. "Come out, the game is over." "You're scaring me." The figure did not move. The dim bulb flickered, and in that stuttering light he saw a face form from shadow, a mouth stretching wider and wider, far beyond what a human jaw could hold. A grin split across the darkness, too long, too deep, curving unnaturally toward where ears should have been. No eyes, just that smile. Daniel screamed. He spun toward the stairs. The light went out. Total darkness swallowed him. Something shifted in the basement. A soft, dragging sound. A wet, breathy exhale that didn't belong to any living thing. He lunged upward, scrambling, missing steps in the pitch black. Halfway up, something seized his ankle. Cold fingers, iron strong. He fell forward, slamming his chest against the stairs, clawing desperately at the wood. He kicked, sobbing, trying to tear free. His hand flailed behind him and caught something. Hair. A fistful of it. Coarse, dry, brittle as straw. Not like Claire's soft blonde hair. This felt old, ancient, like it had been dead for years. The grip tightened. He screamed again, yanking his leg upward with everything he had. The hair tore free in his hand. The hold loosened. He scrambled the rest of the way up, slamming the basement door shut behind him and twisting the lock. The children were crying at the top of the stairs. He grabbed them and ran out of the house, barefoot, into the rain. The police searched everywhere. The basement, the walls, the garden, the nearby woods. There was no sign of forced entry. No blood. No evidence of a struggle. Claire was gone. They drained ponds, questioned neighbors, combed fields. Nothing. Not a trace. The house felt emptier than it had any right to. The children were asleep down the hall. The house was silent. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the hum of distant traffic. Then something brushed his ankle beneath the covers. Soft, slow, back and forth. He froze. His breath became shallow. It brushed him again. Carefully, trembling, he reached down beneath the duvet. His fingers closed around hair. Coarse, dry, a fistful of it. The same texture. The same brittle strands. His heart stopped. He yanked his hand away, but the covers began to slide.